Hello there. I'm just making sure I've got everything set up. One tick, I'll be back. Oh yes, that looks like it's working. Just check the sound. Oh yes, that looks like it's wonderful. Okay, looks like we are all go. All systems go here. Hi everybody, it's Vanessa. Popping in for some more crafting. And I think it's about to rain here, so I'm hoping that it's not going to be too heavy and drown me out. We've sort of been waiting for it all day. I've had a little bit, and there's more on the way apparently. So I hope you're staying dry wherever you are. So just a couple of things that Stampin' Up! Have got new things this month. We've now got something called Product of the Month, and this is going to be a promotion that lasts every month, all through the year, and with any $150 order, and that's after any rewards have been applied. So it's got to be $150 that you're actually paying over that. You can, for another $11, you can add the product of the month to your order. And this month it is some lovely blue coloured DSP 12 by 12. So that's quite exciting. And you can't get that paper anywhere else. It's not something in any of the catalogues or online. It's just exclusively for the product of the month. And they're not quite sure if it's going to sell out, but it might. If they do have any left, then they will offer it. So in January, you could choose either January's product of the month, or if there were any left over from December, you could have the choice of that. But you only get one product of the month per month, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so a new one to get our heads around, but I'm sure it's going to be quite exciting and a surprise every month. So that's something new. Also, that happened yesterday was the last chance got updated. So products that were in our mini catalogue are now, many of them are on the last chance list and discounted. So just make sure if you're buying a bundle with stamps and dies or stamps and a punch, make sure just have a look at the bundle price, because they generally don't discount that. That's already got 10% off. But you'll find if you buy the stamp set and dies or punch separately, then you would be getting quite a good saving. So don't get tripped up by that one. And also yesterday we have released 2 more kits. So one of them is like a journal it's set up like a mum baby type journal, but I'm sure there's lots of other ways you could use that. And there's also another card kit. So check those out. Wow, that was a lot. Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera around to the other side. Okay, to rotate screen. Okay, so, oh yeah, you can see me. Perfect. Okay, so today's project is a bit of you could use them for various things. So it could be a little card. It could be like a tag to go on a gift, or what my idea was is little place names at the Christmas table. So this is one that I've already made, and it's a cute little tent with Merry Christmas inside. And I just thought I would have them sort of on the plates, on the table, or just in front of the plate, to mark each person's place. And I've used the party banner dies to do my shapes. So you can do this with anything where you've got a nesting die. What I mean by that is you've got lots of, just grab it here, lots of shapes. So these ones nest inside each other. And you also, I've chosen dies that don't have stitching. So if you've got stitching and you do this method, you just won't have stitching at the very top, because I'm going to show you how I created that sort of tent fold. So I've got here my piece of card. So this is going to be my next one. And I've got a score line through the middle and I folded it. So now when I put the die on, I want the die to sit just the top of the die, just above that fold. And what I've been doing is just turning it over so I can see where that is. I just want the slither, this tiniest slither of daylight through there. And then you can grab some washi tape. And I just get rid of a bit of the sticky off the washi, because it can, and especially when it goes through, it can rip your card when you go to take it off if you've got it too well stuck. Okay, so I'm looking for just that little bit of daylight through there, and then I'm just going to attach the washi and then run it through my die cutting machine. So I've got my mini here, so you can watch me do it. And it might clunk a wee bit because it's fairly straight on. It's going through this machine, but it is getting near the limit of that plate width. Okay, so now when you pull that washi tape off, you've got to be just that bit careful that you don't rip your cardstock. I'll just get rid of that outer bit into the rubbish, and then just carefully peel that tape off. The beauty of this washi tape is you can use it again now. And if there is any sticky residue there, I'm about to cover it up with my layers. So, just show you what I've created. So I've now created that little card. So like I say, you can turn it that way and use it as a little mini card. You can punch a hole, tie some ribbon on it, use it as a tag. Yeah, lots of cute ways to use that cute little size. And that particular one, if I just count on the dies here, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sixth from the middle is the one I used for that. Keep that out for yet. So am I still live? What's going on here? What's showing me? 1 second. Oh yes. Oh, it's even got words on the screen. Wow, that's pretty clever. I didn't know I'd done that. Okay, now I've got, I played around with a few different layers and how to do it, and I found I liked best the one with vellum as a layer. It just gives it a little bit of softness. You can still see through it, the blue from behind. This is Secret Sea. And it just adds a little bit of softness to it and an extra element, I think. So we now have vellum available again. So I'm going to put a little bit of tear and tape on the back. And I'm going to put it so that once this is stuck down, the tear and tape will be hidden. Because with vellum, you do see the glue because it's see-through, obviously. But if I do it like that, and then I'm just trying to follow that same shape with the edges. Here we go. Then oh no, I've put that on too soon. I forgot the ribbon. Okay, let's just quickly peel that off. Oh, it's not going to behave itself. There we go, got it. So I've still got my tear and tape there. Okay, I want to put the ribbon around it first. Oh, now it's kind of curved. I think it will sort itself out once it gets stuck properly. Okay, so I'm going to put the ribbon so it wraps around the edges. So I want it around about there. And then I want a piece that I'm going to tie in a knot. So something about that long. And I'm going to tie that around Actually, I might put it on first. I actually haven't been doing that, but I think it might be easier. So I have been struggling getting the ribbon in the right place. Now you can use the same tape, so let's just use, because the ribbon's going to wrap around and go back on itself. So we can just fold that over like that. You just want it straight. Oops. You do have to watch with vellum. It's easy to pull the tenon tape off instead of the top, the backing. Okay. And that little bit of extra tape there will be fine. It will just help hold it on. Okay, so now I've got my extra bit. Oh, it's not quite straight. We'll sort it out once we get this on. So this is just going to tie in a knot. Oh yeah, this is much easier. And as I do that, I am twisting my ribbon at this point so that this ribbon is sparkly on one side and it's sort of dull on the other side. So I want the sparkly side. So I've just twisted that as it came through so that I've got sparkly on both sides. And that's going to be fine. This will get hidden by our next layer. So I'm happy. I'm just wondering, it's pulling a little bit. I might just see how it was curling the vellum. So we'll just reposition that. And just trim off these bits that are fraying. It will all go away shortly when I attach it to the secret C piece. Okay, which I'm doing now. Right, so back to getting that nice even border around this. And sticking that down now. Just want to make sure I've got this ribbon right at the edge. Like that. And I'm going to, oh yeah, it's twisted. See what I mean about that dull side? Might have to deal with that later with another glue dot. What you can do if your ribbon isn't behaving, just glue it down. Okay, so now I've got my next banner size. So this is the third size now, and this is the Evergreen Snowflake DSP, that beautiful green one. Elegant Pine Snowflakes DSP, and this is going to go on dimensionals. I've got some edge pieces here I'm wanting to use up. Oh, and actually I want dimensionals right in the middle, so I'm going to put them either side of the ribbon so that once this layer's on, they'll all be on the same level. Here's another edge piece. I love using up the edges. And I think those two middle ones will be good. All we need. So I hope your Christmas preparations are going well. These are going to be on my Christmas table. When I say that, these are actually for Christmas Eve. We've got the family split into my side and Brendan's side, different days to fit everyone in. Okay. Oh, when we're actually going. So one is here, the first one is my family coming here, and then we've got Brendan's family and we're going to them. Okay, so there's our little stand-up card, and you could decorate that in any number of ways. So I did think about putting a bauble on there. There's a couple of different sets. You know, I did a card in one of my classes with this bauble. You could almost get away with that, or a smaller size circle with the bauble topper. Do I have one of those hanging around? think I've used them all, but there are sets. I'll just get that card. This little gold topper, just to make it look like a bauble. So that's, you could put that on there. We do have the set, what was it called? Something bauble. Just trying to find it now. I think I'm using it. Bauble Blooms, I think it was called, because it's got flowers in it, but it has a die in it that's a bauble shape. And also the ornamental ones with that black and white paper. That is called Ornamental Christmas. That has a couple of different shapes of baubles. Here we go. So you could put that size on, definitely. You could put a tree from that set. There's 2 different ones to choose from, or a star. So there's loads of options of how you can decorate this. I decided to go with the sort of the monogrammed look. So I've got all my family names here cut out, and I'll do the B, I think, this time. So I've got that, and I've got a die cut leaf from old olive cardstock, and this leaf is from that Elegant Pine dies that go with the paper. So that's sort of going to go on the side like that, and then my B on top, and that's going to be my decoration to go on the table. Now, this was working before this glue. It's so humid with this rain that we're expecting. The air is just really thick. Okay. That feeling when you just wish it would rain to just cut that humidity. There we go. And I did think afterwards I should have put these on dimensionals, but I've started not putting them on dimensionals. So I'm going to carry on the same, but you could put your monogrammed letters on dimensionals as well. And you could use there's a set of the alphabet that goes with these party banner dies called the party alphabet, I think. The ones I'm using are actually retired. They were called big letters, I think. And I've had them for years, and I just, whenever I need a letter, I just pull these out. Now I'm wanting to get about the same distance from the top. And I do find you need to hold it, or a good way is to put a block on top. I did find if you didn't put a bit of pressure, that gold foil, it just takes a little while just to stick. Probably this humidity that's making it do that, who knows. Yeah, so that's a single layer. So like I say, you can make little tags, even just doing that with a bit of the red ribbon. Actually, we could make that up as a little tag. So let's put that on dimensionals just while we wait for our little bead to dry. I need some tags, so we'll go ahead and make one. Oh, some more heavy drops. Actually, I might put a hole in there first. So I have a very old tool called a crocodile, which does a lovely hole. Some of you will probably have one of these. Otherwise, you'll have a hole punch that you might just, if it's not a large hole like that for this thickness of ribbon, you can just punch a few times with a smaller one and get a bigger gap. Okay, so I'm just going to see how this lines up because I didn't want to cut. I might have to put the ribbon in first. It's looking like a plan. I'm just making this up as I go, everybody. So not thought through at all. And I think I'll go through like that. So yeah, this Secret Sea one is one of the ones I was playing with to get my colour combination sorted at the beginning. Right, so there's my little hanger, and then I can put this on. Like so, and I would trim the ends there so they don't fray, hopefully. And then you can decorate that. So I've got a sprig. I could cut a bauble. Where did that little set go? Here. Or a tree. So we could do a bauble. Oh yes, that rain is coming in now. I don't know if you can hear that. Quite big drops landing on my roof. So let's just get a piece of card and the stamp set that goes with those ornaments. And I think I'll just put "'Tis the Season." So I know that will fit. And I've been using Real Red with this. So you could emboss this. You could use, a colour and emboss it on there, which would look lovely. But I think I'll just do it on white. And I'm just going to put so I've got that little dimple there making it. So I'm just going to aim for the middle. "'Tis the Season." Oh, anyway, you get the idea. I might have to put something there. And then I would die cut that. There's my little machine gone here. Oh, I can get rid of some of it with my die placement. Yeah, and just match with your little leaf. Something like that as a little gift tag. So yeah, loads of ways you can use these nestling dies. Okay, so that bee is probably happy now. And I've just got some gold embellishments. So I'll find my little tool. Where has he gone? Oh, there he is. So I just added these little gold. And they're a cute little keepsake. So my intention is that the people can take these home and put it next to their other Christmas cards and just remember the lovely meal and time spent with family over the Christmas break. There we go. It's nice to have a little keepsake, don't you think? Yeah, so I've got 3 done and 3 to go of my table place names, and 2 of them are D, so they'll have to fight it out over who sits where. Not that it matters. But yeah, so I hope you like that idea, and you're well into your Christmas crafting. And I will see you again in 2 weeks' time. And if you're on my mailing list, I'll be sending out the measurements to create these yourself and all of the supplies that I used in an email in the next day or so. So thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye.